The power of delayed gratification. Jake was a smart teenager with big dreams. He wanted success. He wanted a great career. He wanted a better life. But there was one problem. Whenever it was time to work, he chose comfort instead. When homework was waiting, he played video games. When he planned to exercise, he stayed in bed. When he wanted to learn new skills, he told himself, "I'll start tomorrow." Days passed. Then months. Then years. Slowly Jake noticed something painful. His friends were moving ahead. One earned a scholarship. Another started a successful business. Others learned valuable skills and built bright futures. Meanwhile, Jake was still making plans but never taking action. One evening, frustrated with his life, Jake went for a walk in a nearby park. As he walked along a quiet path, he noticed an elderly gardener planting a tiny tree. Curious, Jake stopped and asked, "Why are you planting a tree? It will take years before it becomes useful." The old man smiled and pointed toward a giant oak tree standing nearby. Families rested beneath its shade. Children played around it. The gardener said, "Someone planted that tree many years ago. They didn't enjoy the shade immediately. They trusted the future." Jake stood silently. The gardener continued, "Most people refuse to plant seeds because results take time. Years later they wonder why they have no trees." Those words stayed with Jake. That night he kept thinking about the tree. For the first time he realized something important. The life he wanted would never arrive on its own. He had to build it. The next morning Jake woke up before sunrise. He put on his running shoes and went for a jog. It wasn't easy, but it was a start. Later that day he studied for an hour. The next day he did it again. Then again. Weeks passed. Then months. Slowly small changes began to appear. He became healthier. More focused. More disciplined. He completed online courses. Learned new skills. Improved his grades. Most importantly, he started believing in himself. Years passed and those small habits transformed his life. Opportunities started appearing. He earned interviews. Built a successful career and achieved goals he once believed were impossible. People looked at Jake and said, "You're so lucky." But they never saw the early mornings. The sacrifices. The discipline. One day Jake returned to the same park. In place of the tiny sapling stood a giant oak tree. Strong. Tall. Unshaken. The old gardener was sitting nearby. Jake smiled and thanked him. The gardener asked, "So was it worth planting the seed?" Jake looked at the tree and smiled. Absolutely. Because he finally understood a truth that changes lives. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. Just like a tree, the best time to plant the seed was years ago. The second best time is today. Moral: small actions repeated every day create extraordinary results over time. Plant the seed now and your future self will thank you.